How y'all doing? It's Detective Henry here. I know this is my first video. Um, just to describe a little about myself, I'm an actual detective, and I want to start reviewing videos and teaching people about law enforcement, from interview interrogations to traffic stops to whatever it is that y'all decide. Eventually, like whatever y'all tell me to watch, I'll do my review about it. I've been to interview and interrogation training, multiple different types of trainings. When it comes down to interview and interrogation, I've been to homicide training, death investigation training. So I have a lot of stuff underneath my belt. Um, so yeah. When it comes down to this particular video that we're about to review, the title of the video, obviously, the top left says Louisiana State Trooper finds body in trunk. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't know what's gonna happen, as some people do. Obviously, we know there's a body in this trunk. And so throughout the video, I might stop and pause it to explain little things. So I can teach you, and it can be a law enforcement dash community, YouTube community relationship. Okay. With that being said, let's get to it.
The guy that gave him permission to use the car, his mama reported him missing. I popped the trunk, saw there's a dead body in the trunk.
On July 29, 2020, shortly before 5 p.m., a Louisiana state trooper conducted a traffic stop involving a 2017 Chevrolet Camaro on Louisiana Highway 17 near Williamsboro, Louisiana. The vehicle was doing a 73 and a 55.
To give y'all a little backstory on this particular thing, I didn't investigate this, but I did my little research on it. And apparently a few days ago, the driver of this vehicle tried to rob the owner of the vehicle and ended up shooting him. So just to say, like, that's a few days ago.
Yeah, 39, Region 3.
Region 3 at 39.
LA 17, 1 mile south of LA 4. Black and orange Chevy Camaro 242 Charlie Lima Tango 242 CLT Louisiana.
F63 Region 3, I'm 10-8.
Hey, driver.
First time he called him to step out the vehicle.
Hey, driver.
Second time he calls him to step out the vehicle. Looks like he hasn't stepped out yet. Third time he calls him to step out the vehicle. Fourth time.
Hey, step back here with me, man. How are you?
For me, if I was the officer, I'd already be like, something's up. Okay. Like, yeah, you pulled over, but I've had to ask you to step out the vehicle 4 times. That right there is just suspicious as heck. Most people, hey, come see real quick, and they step out. 4 times it took them to step out the vehicle. So what else is in the vehicle? Obviously, this trooper doesn't know that there's a body in the trunk yet, but I'm telling you, he knows something. Like, he knows something's up.
Hey, good afternoon. I'm Trooper Nielsen, Louisiana State Police. The reason why I stopped you was for speeding. You know how fast you're going?
Look at his signs of nervousness. So through interview and interrogation training, we're taught to pick up signs of deception, pick up signs of nervousness. Obviously, people don't like police. I don't know his view on police, but I do know his arms are crossed. I'm using my mouse so we can see, but his arms are crossed, which means he's standoffish. He doesn't want to talk. Two, just based off of looking at it, look, he can't even look the officer in the eyes. Like he's instead of saying the respect of why you look at me, I look at you. Instantly, he's off guard. Like I'm not looking at you type deal.
No, sir.
73 and a 55, so it's 18 over the limit. Do you have your driver's license?
No, sir.
Do you have a driver's license?
No, sir.
And why are you driving?
I was just
Okay.
going home.
Do you have any weapons on you?
No, sir.
It's okay.
But it says he's going
asking.
home.
What's your name, man?
Michael.
Michael. Is anybody with you?
No, sir. It's just me.
You have insurance?
All right. So let's when people are conducting criminalistic behavior that they're not like criminalistic acts that they're not supposed to be conducting, they tend to tell on themselves without realizing it. Again, through interview and interrogation training, you learn these things. But this guy, Michael is his name. The trooper just asked him, "Is there anybody else in the vehicle?" I'm gonna replay it real quick. He responds like if you notice, and I know I'm picking up on these things quickly, but if you notice, he looks at the trunk. He looks at the trunk. Now we can all sit here and say, "Oh, okay, well, Henry, you know that there's a body in the trunk," but I also know body language and how people react. Okay, so if I place a gun in the vehicle and you ask me, "Hey, Henry, is there a gun in the vehicle?" My natural response is gonna be like, or "Hey, Henry, is there any weapons in the vehicle?" I'm gonna be like, "No," and I'm gonna look at the weapon because I'm thinking about the weapon that I'm not telling you about. And so let's just replay it real quick so you can see him look at the trunk.
Okay, I was just asking. What's your name, man?
Michael.
Michael. Is anybody with you?
No, sir. It's just me.
You have insurance?
No, sir, it's just me.
All right, show me your insurance. Whose
He's-
car is this, man?
Big brother's car.
Your big brother's? You smoking weed today?
If there was nobody in that vehicle, hey man, is there anybody in the vehicle with you? No. What's so difficult about that?
Look at me.
I did early. I'm not high right now.
Okay. All right, we'll take a look at you. Do you have an ID? You have any ID? Is there any weed in the car, man? Don't stop. Step here. Step here to me. Look at me, Michael. Make eye contact with me. Step out here. Step up here. Is there any weed in the car? Yes or no?
It's just a doobie in the ashtray. Like,
Okay.
Other than that, there's
Anything else?
Dizzy.
So he did it again. Is there any weed in the car? He looked at where what he called a doobie just now, I'm assuming. He looked and stated there's just a doobie in the ashtray. Right here.
Yes or no?
It's just a doobie in the ashtray. Like,
He looked where it was. So just like I said, the body thing. Hey, there's a body in the trunk. Is there anybody in there? No. But he looks where the trunk is. And then as right here, he looked where the doobie was. Probably a little roach or something.
Okay.
other than that, there's
Anything else?
Dizzy.
All right. You be honest with me, I'll be honest with you. I ain't looking for no roach. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else in there?
Dizzy. I promise.
Okay, it's in the ashtray? In that
Yes.
cup thing?
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
Dizzy.
Okay. When did you puff last?
This was
Be
like
honest. Because I'm a drug recognition expert.
about an hour ago.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna look at you, but all right. Where are you headed right now?
I was headed back home.
Okay. Where's home? What's your address?
So he's headed
No,
to his
stop,
house.
Stop. Come here. Where do you live? It's easy. It's easy to answer this. Where do you live?
So as patrol officers, as law enforcement personnel, when we ask you them things, it's not because we care. Okay. Honestly, we do not care where you live. Okay. It them type of questions allows us to see if you're deceiving us. Okay. We've all if we've been pulled over, I'm sure we've heard of the hey, how you doing when we pull you out the car? Do you have any bodies, grenades, rocket launchers, knives, guns, weapons, anything extreme in your vehicle? Obviously, look, I'm sure there is people riding around with rocket launchers in their vehicle, but 99% of people are not riding around with rocket launchers in their vehicle. But us asking them questions gives us the response that we're looking for. Okay. If you don't have a rocket launcher in your vehicle, no, I don't have a rocket launcher in my vehicle. It's going to be an instant response versus his response of, hey, where are you going? He doesn't know where he's going. You could tell based off the response. Oh, uh, home. No, you're not. You're not. And you could tell off his distant. No, he's thinking about his responses.
You, you don't know how to drive to your house?
I was coming from there, how I got lost.
Where?
So what's the address?
No.
See, he doesn't even know where he's
What?
going.
You don't know your address?
No, sir.
Okay, come back here. Come back here. All right, prop up on this bumper right here.
When you're driving, you know exactly where you're going. Unless you're cruising, you know where you're going. I leave my house today and I go to the local Walmart. I know where I'm going. Okay. Unless you're new to the area or you're doing something stupid, then like I personally think from this little bit, I personally think knowing the title, there's a body in the trunk. He's getting pulled over going 77 over 50 or 70, whatever. He's going 18 miles and over. I personally think he was going dump this car. Or I don't know if he's dumped the car, but dumped the body at least.
Okay, just sit down right here. Okay. All right.
1041.
All right. You've admitted there's a small amount of marijuana in the car, and I've smelled it. It's probable cause. Can I take a look in your car? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
right
Okay.
there.
Nothing. Okay. It's your brother's car? It's your brother's car? Hey, come here. Put that phone on that hood. You know you ain't gonna sit here and be texting behind my back while I'm sitting here in this car. Get on that car.
The worst thing as a cop is so first of all, he's a state trooper, right? LA state trooper. Um, I actually work for an agency, in Louisiana. And these state troopers, there might be one trooper every 30, 40 miles. So the worst thing in his position, like the position that he's in, the state trooper wise, uh, is that he pulls over somebody and they start texting their homies, "Hey, I just got pulled over, this and that," and they start showing up. He's the only one, besides the local agencies around him. If he calls for backup, the only people that's going to hear him over the radio is the troopers that he's on the same channel with. And so that's a scary feeling knowing that your backup's 30 miles away. And so yeah, if I feel like he did the best move ever of telling Michael, the suspect, to, hey, let me see your phone or whatever, because these people are crazy. Obviously, look at the title of the video. Ooh, look at these bullets. Look at these. You got a gunshot, a bullet breakage in this glass. Another one, that's two, and it looks like one hit right here. And so that just to explain that the trajectory of this bullet means that the person was sitting in the driver's seat, and the suspect, whoever it was standing outside. That was really close impact, and you could tell it was shot from outside to inside based off the glass breakage. I'm sorry, based off the glass breakage. So yeah, you can something happened here.
All right, now step here.
Oh, he noticed.
When did all this happen? When did all that happen?
That happened.
When?
My brother, he said it.
How long ago?
happened,
Days?
yeah, it was like,
Okay, come back. Just leave this here. Come back here. Just stay right here in front of my car. Is this your wrench?
No, sir.
So now he's saying that that car was shot 2 days ago. So now today's on this particular date of this recording, based off the body camera, July 29, 2020, and now it's July 27th, 2020. So now we're having a timeline. Now he's checking the VIN number.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, it's Jesse again. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm here about a mile north. About a mile north of LA4 on LA17. I got this. I got a orange and black Chevy Camaro stopped. I had him stopped for speeding, 73 and a 55. And it's got bullet holes all in the driver's side, right by the door. Y'all ain't looking for a car involved in anything. It's hold on, just let me run this date of birth. Yes, sir. And he don't even know where he lives. He won't, or he's saying he don't know where he lives. Well, I just making sure. I mean, he's saying he lives down here in Winsboro, but his address is coming back out of Richwood. But
Yeah, 41 tonight.
he don't even know the address down here. But like right behind the driver's side door, there's like 2 or 3 bullet holes in that thing.
And that's what
So
he said.
he said two or 3 days ago, his brother, the is the name on the car, on the registration. Okay, I'm gonna call a guy. I mean, I'm code 4. I was just seeing if y'all had this connected to anything down here.
2 things. Code 4, just so I'm going to be telling y'all what all the codes are as we watch videos so you understand exactly what's being said. 2 things. So code 4 means I'm okay. Second thing is yes, I know this happened 2 days ago based off of Michael's response. But there's a law enforcement uses this thing called NCIC. I can't think of the correct terminology with the wording, but what should have happened was that particular car was put in NCIC as a stolen car, missing car. Obviously, this officer ran the plate to pull him over, and he just stated the name. Usually when you run plates and they're in NCIC, the car comes back up as stolen. The person in the car comes back up as missing. So somebody messed up somewhere. So, yeah, it should have been put in NCIC. Would have saved the cop or the trooper a lot of trouble. Now he's doing a great job calling another agency around.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm north of 4. Not even to. I'm right by the golf course. All right, bye.
The other guy, based off of what I'm listening to, just said he's gonna ask his detective division if they've seen the car or whatever.
All right. I just wanted to see if y'all are working anything or looking at anything. I'm a mile north on LA 17 over here north of Winsboro, on just north of LA 4, and I got this car speeding 73 and a 55. It's a black and orange Camaro, and it's got like 3 bullet holes in the left side of it. In that Camaro, that little triangle window right behind the driver door, and right in the door jamb there's a round, and there's like 2 right behind that. And he said he thinks his brother said his car was in something 2 nights ago. Now he says he lives in Winsboro, but he's got a Richwood address, and the car comes back out of Monroe, and he's got this he's got a GPS thing put in, but he don't even know the address, so he's lying about a bunch of junk. So I was just gonna check y'all aren't working anything up. Yeah. Okay.
His family in Monroe is looking for him. They sent me out here to look
Okay.
for
All right. Well, I got somebody pulling up behind me, scooter.
Talk to the state trooper.
All right. Thank you. Bye. Hey now. Who are you?
I mean, don't scare me to death.
Well, how are y'all here?
Cause my people from Monroe, that's them on the phone.
What do you mean they were looking for him?
They looking for him. The car missing. Hey.
Okay, give me the phone. Hey, man.
My first question is, how does dude knows this car's here? So maybe they might have a tracking device. If there's a tracking device, like a AirTag or actual tracking device or whatever it may be, they should have been had the car. But how you just show up on the scene saying, like they've been looking for him, but you don't say exactly how you knew the car was here.
Okay, what? His name is Mike. He's not given that name though. He's given another name.
I got to go back to work.
What's your number, sir? His phone back.
Yeah, I got to go back to work.
Okay. He said he needs his phone back. I'll call you on a block line in a minute, okay?
Okay, I'll show thank you.
Okay.
Hey.
Thank you. All right, let me ask you something. Did you give me your right name?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Mike.
You got plaits in your head?
No, sir.
Okay. Where do you live? Be honest to me. Monroe?
Yes, sir.
Richwood?
Yes,
You don't live in Winsboro?
No, sir.
Why would you try to bluff me on that? Why would you lie to me on that? Because I already knew that before this guy said something. What's up? Talk to me. You better stop lying to me right now, or you're going to be in jail.
I'm just going to my
Be in
sister's
jail.
house.
To your sisters?
So now he just said his sister. So first he was going home. Now he's going to his sister. That's two different places that he stated now. So remember, in the beginning, it took him 4 times to get out of the car. He said he was going to his house twice, but he didn't know how to get there. Now he's going to his sister's house. It's not adding up.
So when I kept asking you where you live, you don't even know because this ain't even your house.
No.
You better get some act right in you and stop lying. Some act right in you and stop lying to me, or I swear to God, you're fixing to go to jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
That's the last freaking lie you better tell me. What's your last name? Who took the car? Who took that car from whoever it belonged to?
He gave me permission for the car.
Mike gave you permission to drive this car?
Yes, sir.
Who gave him permission?
This is what.
So both people was named Mike. I did some research prior to watching this video, and apparently the suspect tried robbing the victim of what, I don't know, but But obviously, I don't know. I don't know if he's the suspect. Well, okay, I do know he's the suspect. He tried robbing Michael, and he ultimately killed Michael and stuck him in the trunk. So obviously, he's nervous as hell right now.
Stay with him, please. How are you? Good. Mr. Chad. Hold on just a sec, sir. F-39 Region 3. I've got a Franklin Parish unit out with me. I'm with Code 4.
Code 4 means I'm okay.
Hey. All right, sir. What's your name? What's your name? Okay. Has this car been reported missing? Okay. Who? Okay. Let me ask you something. Has the car been reported stolen, missing? Who are you talking to at the police department? Who do I need to talk to that knows? Yes, sir.
So it sounds like based off their conversation, it sounds like the car was never reported missing or stolen. Based off what he's saying, now he may just be a random dude that the guy recently gave the number to. He might not be a direct line of contact for the victim here in the trunk. But sounds like the car was actually never reported missing or stolen. Sounds like the family was probably waiting for him to come home or something like that. Yeah. So that's another wrench in this game.
Okay, give me the number. Hold on just a second. Go ahead.
1012. Call Franklin Echo in reference to your stop.
Okay, what's the number, sir? Tiffo. Okay. Well, sir, I'm gonna have to call you back. I got too many people out here. Is it Monroe Police Department? Okay, I'll talk to them. All right. Let me go. All right. I'll call you back. Bye bye. Hey, this is Nielsen out here. Hey. Yeah.
Give him a call at the office.
It's orange. It's black with orange stripes. I just had this guy said that there's a kid that's been reported missing, and that they took the car from Monroe, and he lied to me about his last name. I mean his address and where he's from. That the daddy's looking at him. Some random guy pulls up behind me. Said, "Hey, this guy's looking for that kid. I need to know if this car has been reported missing, stolen." And yeah. Okay. There's 3 bullet holes in the driver's.
So the guy's reported missing. The victim that was last seen driving the car is reported missing, but the car is not reported missing. It's interesting. You'd figure that they'd report them both missing.
Side, right behind the driver's side door jamb, and like 1 in the jamb and 2 right behind it. And I just, this guy's name is Mike. I'll go ahead. I'll give you the. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. What I got is that gave him permission to have this car. Okay, so I just need to know if it's been reported stolen or missing, so we can work it up from the back.
Sounds like it hasn't been.
Good deal. Thank you, man. Bye. I get him out. And I know he's BSing to me about where he's going. He says he's going to his sister's house down here. If you could, hey, talk to him. See if you can figure out if the sister thing is legit. He's out of Richwood. I told him, I knew he was lying to me. He said he lived in Winsboro. Put that together real quick, but something else ain't. He said this guy gave him the car.
Okay.
To give him the car. So I'm trying to, let me see if you can talk to it, see what this sister thing is, because he said he's got the GPS on his phone on the back lid. He said that's where he's going, and I knew he was lying then.
Hey, where your sister live at, man?
Where your sister live at, man? Straight country. So he's asking him the sister's information. He's probably gonna go search the sister up since they're in his area, his jurisdiction.
I'm gonna see how I locate her right
Okay.
Yeah, see. I'm gonna see if I can locate her real quick. Jesse breathing hard. So we know that there's a body in the trunk. So if that body's been in that trunk for 2 days, look, it's July 29th, 2020 right now in Louisiana, between the end of May and to August, it's 100 degrees outside. It's 90 to 100 degrees outside. As a detective, I've worked plenty of homicides, and I'm telling you, the way decomp works for human beings, that's absolutely disgusting. Being that it's 100 degrees outside, uh, maybe decomp might slow down a little because he's in the trunk, and the sun's not directly on him. But I feel like they'd be able to smell something right now because your body, when it starts to decompose, it goes through different stages. And at one stage, you start to bloat and liquids start to come out you, and all of the gases that are in you start to come out, and it creates a very, very foul smell. Um, if you Google it, it often smells like rotten meat and rotten fruit combined, and it's the worst smell you could think of. It's 100 times worse than decomposing trash, like rotten meat outside. But I would feel like they would be able to smell it, like that. I don't know. Like maybe I'm wrong, but who we calling now?
Hey, Scooter, do you work with a Ragus? Do you work with a guy named Ragus? Ragus? Yeah. Is there like an investigator named Ragus or something? Okay. Well, the Franklin Parish Sheriff's Office just called, said there's some contact with Monroe PD called Ragus, somebody named Ragus or something, that this car has been given to this boy by another boy who's been reported missing. And something's going on between the two of them. And this boy right here said that other boy gave him permission, but the guy from Monroe hadn't called me yet, so I'm trying to see. He said the Franklin Parish Dispatch was gonna try to confirm all this and get back with me, but evidently, I mean, you got the 3 bullet holes in it, and the boy's been reported missing. Do we need to do anything with specific with the car? Like, do we need to? Crap. Okay, man. I just don't want something bad to come back on this with me letting it go.
So the whoever he's talking to just stated, take pictures of the car and let him go. Basically, which is, I mean, I know there's not much you can do. Hey, that could have been just to say he said 2 days ago, but that could have been bullet holes from a while back, and we're just being over the top right now. We don't know.
I remember hearing
Okay.
that name.
All right. Well, if I need any help, I'll call you back. I'm sorry to bother you, Scooter.
Scooter.
You finna get a call from.
That's your name, huh?
Okay. All right, man. Go ahead. If I need you, I'll holler back. Bye bye.
Hey.
Hey, Chad. Like, this looks close. Like,
Super close.
like bam, 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 bam. Yeah. And the boy, see, what I'm being told is that the boy who gave him permission to use the car is missing. So he's lying his ass off. We go looking for the person who owns the car, find out that the son of the owner of the car is missing, and now we got bullet holes all in the car.
I got you.
So
Bam,
something's.
bam, bam. So might be 4.
The only thing he lied about was his address in Winsboro. So he don't have a driver's license, but he lied about living down here. I don't know what he thought that was going to do, but
He lives in Monroe.
lives in Richwood, and the car is registered out of Monroe to the. I don't know who's supposed to be calling me. They said somebody was supposed to call me. The y'all sheriff's office said somebody was calling me.
Yeah.
If he's knows something about this boy that's missing, there's bullet holes. I'd like to at least.
Interview him.
We need good. I guess I'll do as much good contact as I can.
You haven't been in the vehicle, huh?
Yes, I just looked in the console, the center console. He had a doobie in the ashtray thing, but I really didn't give it a good look.
Right.
Man.
See?
That looks like a maggot. It looks like a maggot, but it could be some. It's difficult to see. I don't think it's a maggot because it doesn't look like it's moving. But I would think it's a maggot because there's a body in the trunk.
I'm gonna do the obvious thing I want to do.
Man, them gunshot, man. Look at them things, bro.
Hey.
Let's see. I just want to see something, man. So these go through. Let's see if we can get it right again.
I'm gonna do the obvious thing I want to do.
I thought, originally I thought this was a bullet hole, like through the back of the seat, but there's no blood or anything, so Obviously, if there was, he would notice instantly, but there's not. So I just wanted to see what it looked like.
Hey. Yep. Put your hands up.
Whole body.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Don't move. Do you understand? Don't move. To get you into court of law, you have a right to an attorney. Have one present during any questioning. At any time, you can choose not to make any statements or answer any questions. You understand? If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you by the court. Do you understand?
Now, if you notice just now, she started, stuttering on his words, I guess you'd call it. And that, I'm thinking that could be two things. If I was in his position, my adrenaline would be to 1,000 right now. And so I'd probably be stuttering over my words because my adrenaline's so high, I just found a body. Two, as I was saying earlier, the decomp smell, it might have finally came out once he opened the trunk. And so that could be a reason too. Because listen, when you smell that decomp, you instantly start choking. Like you can't. Some people start vomiting. It's so bad.
Do you understand? Who is that? Who is that?
Listen,
Who is who?
that's Mike.
That's Mike. How did Mike get there?
That's Mike.
Tell me.
Mike dead.
It wasn't me, man. It was.
Okay.
I just hit him, bro. I did.
I know the
just hit
captain
him?
said it was hit, but I think he said I just hit him.
Okay.
Like he put
Lock
the
this
body in
down.
there.
Lock this down. F39 to Region 3.
F39.
Get in there. Get in there.
Region 3, F39.
I am 1015.
10-15 means one in custody, so one arrested.
10-4, 10-15 is 1658. 1658 is 510 with 26.
26 is 125-03057. 125-0357.
26 is the ID of the person that he just arrested.
F39 Troop F desk.
Good.
You can't even talk, man.
Need a supervisor out here.
Adrenaline.
F10, F39, 1020.
I am LA 17, 1 mile north of LA 4. Can you give me a 21, Sarge? Okay.
1020 means what's your location? 1021 means give me a call.
Guys, want to lock it down. Nobody in front, nobody behind. And I've got my sergeant coming.
I cut the car off.
Okay.
Put the key up here.
Okay, that's it. Okay. All right.
So where I get annoyed is as a detective, as an investigator. Now, listen, if they called me out just to say, obviously this ain't my jurisdiction or anything, so they did it. But now I have to go and respond to this scene. The car belongs to whoever, Michael Robinson's mother, I'm assuming, based off of what the trooper stated. So Michael Robinson's mom's DNA is in the car. Michael Robinson's DNA is in the car. Michael Mitchell's DNA is in the car. The trooper who just searched the car without gloves, his DNA is in the car. And the dude who just turned the car off, his DNA is in the car. So it makes everything so difficult when it comes down to having to retract who was in the car. Because not everybody's been in the car. Like, that's why most officers, like, people need to wear their gloves and to prevent DNA contamination.
Hey, Sarge.
Maybe I'm just being petty.
Yes, sir. Yes, 23 and a 55 on LA 17, just north of LA 4. All right, I get the guy out. He's super nervous. He lies to me about his address. He's got no driver's license. He says he's going to his house in Winsboro. Well, I find out he lives in Richwood. Okay, and I call Monroe. This car has 3 bullet holes in it on the driver's side. I asked the guy, he's been smoking weed, so I asked the guy to search the car. I go around the car inside the passenger compartment and I can't find anything. It's maybe a little roach in a doobie in the ashtray. We're sitting here asking about it, about the guy that gave him permission to use the car. His mama reported him missing. The driver's name is Michael
Mitchell. Michael Mitchell.
I got to get his name here. I popped the trunk. Sorry, there's a dead body in the trunk. Okay, so I'm not. We've blocked in front of the car and behind the car. We've shut the trunk. I have Franklin Parish Sheriff's Office with me. We're at 82. Okay, we're not. We're done. We're go south. Yes, ma'am. Bye.
He looked like he wanted to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obvious.
Did we searched him
dead
yet?
body.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Step out of the car, my man. Step out of the car, okay?
They should have
Look
searched
at
him
me.
before sticking him in there.
I'm gonna take this off, okay? All right, everything wait, hold on. Everything's gotta be bagged. Get out of the car. All right, look at me, Michael. What's your last? Stand here against the car, do you understand? Don't move.
You got anything on you like what?
Got anything on your mind?
Okay, put that sash in here.
Man knows, man. Damn.
Anything else on you? Anything on your nuts? Anything in your ass crack? Nothing?
Take a watch right here.
Okay, give me a watch, bag it. Okay, anything else? No? Okay, you're gonna have some investigators come and talk to you. Do you understand?
Kick those shoes
Kick
off.
the shoes off. All right, sit up in there. Sit up in there. You're gonna have some investigators come and talk to you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
That's basically the whole video. Well, I don't know what's going on with this internet, but I appreciate y'all watching. Just to give y'all a update on this case, I read on a news article that he was just sentenced. Michael Mitchell, whatever his name is, Michael Mitchell Jr. I don't know, was just sentenced to 25 to life. So he has to serve 25 years until he can go for parole to see if he can get out. And so, yeah, I mean, I commend this trooper right here for actually investigating this traffic stop, you know, to the fullest. And I also appreciate HotBoyJesse, the guy who originally posted this video, this body cam footage. And so, but yeah, I definitely commend this trooper, and I think he did everything great, for sure. So I appreciate everybody watching. Subscribe, like, and comment. Other videos for me to review and just give my opinion about, and anything I see odd or something. So appreciate it.